Happy New Year and welcome to a special edition of Kathy's SRC4u Zoom call for January 1st, 2022. To access the Zoom call, we're going to scroll down, look for this Zoom banner, and we'll click here. If you'd like to be part of Kathy's SRC4u Daily Energy Clearing Group, the information's here. Just click through. If you'd like to follow Kathy, you can follow her on Twitter right here, Kathy D. Slat. Click through, and it'll take you over to her Twitter account. Okay. Well, let's get on that Zoom call. We're going to click here. Lower your speaker volume because the call may be loud. One moment, please.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock. I think we probably have everybody here. I really appreciate you coming out on a first day of the year. I think it could be significant. And
I think
some
that's
thoughts. I got an email from Olive with some fantastic information, which I just want to get some feedback today, and we could make a vision board as a group for Planet Earth. And I hope some of you made your own vision boards. Some brainstorming time. But there's a song. I'll send this out. I think I sent it out already, actually. Heal Our Land, which, you know, we are aware, but most people are not aware of how powerful the sound therapy is. And we actually have an 88% benefit to run this YouTube with our vision board. And then in this song, there were some ideas, God's supernatural intervention. And then these were the core messages: heal us from sickness, disease, hatred, evil, self-destruction, bloodshed, and fighting, which sure sounds like a nice plan. Then I went through our Grab-A-Voice and found I'm doing our Zoom right now, Ray. I'll see you later. But I'm sorry. But anyway, here were some of the things, and if you get a chance to look also, some of the codes which we might work in, we still, if we were to, depending on what we end up with, we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, and we have room for 12 more. But even if you don't use these in the Earth vision board, maybe you could use them in your own. And you, for example, this isn't a bad one for Planet Earth, clear disharmony. Here's another one, clear dogma entrainment. In fact, we might talk, this is kind of what we're going to go into next week. This victim stuff could be significant. This is an interesting one. Is our DNA programmed to do as we're told? If so, who's doing the telling? And so there's all kinds of interesting thoughts in here that we can use in many ways, because we know the matrix and the frequencies, these are all codes. Disable us and them, hardwiring of the brain. Disallow anyone to take over the mind. Look at this. Discover the treatment scheme to heal all disease. Could we do it? Anyway, there was quite a long list, which I sent out last night. And just something to think about. But then I also did an Excel spreadsheet just to see, for the heck of it, what came up top. So this was an interesting one. The illusion of separation now lifts. Upward shift in consciousness. These are all things that could go on our vision board. Step into sovereign ability to create heaven on earth by embodying the frequency of our divinity. There's one loving step at a time. I personally love this one. Transmute obstacles into 528 hertz. Release of non-beneficial, socially conditioned belief systems. The key word there being non-beneficial. We do want some social conditioning. It's nice to, not step in front of traffic, etc. Activate a multitude of hearts and minds, ministering to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. Vaporize the effects of any who seek to crush expression of freedom. Better understanding of the current changes happening in the world during this time of transition. Neutralize the negative effects of hurts and geopathic stress. New Beginnings. And then guess what? We did add this one, discover the treatment scheme to heal all disease. So that would be another 12. Then I'll pull up Sharon's. And I'm sorry about that. I just didn't get caught up last night like I thought I would. But
you were having fun. Everybody's allowed.
well, I thought I was keeping up, yeah, but you're right. You're right. So, any thoughts so far on all this?
I think they're fabulous.
And you think we could do a little bit of emailing back and forth today, just to maybe finalize it?
Sure.
I'll send out other suggestions and maybe for Monday. And then I just want to mention something else. On Saturdays, I always do a little dowsing to see what we should move into next. And it's interesting because a lot of times what I think we should move into is not what we resonate with. I was thinking more in terms of the mitochondria, but we didn't want to do that. What we actually want to do is explore unconventional history. And I got to thinking about that. And I thought, science would tell us, conventional science would still tell us that we can't do these things, that energy doesn't work. They are still focused on the matter. Our Western medicine is still focused on symptoms and just what we see, not the subtle bodies, etc. And I thought maybe with what we're doing as a group with clearing some of the thought patterns that have not benefited us and that kind of thing, we might want to look into some of these things. And that's what we resonate with. So along with doing a vision board for planet Earth, and I hope everybody doing one for themselves, we might want to look at curiosity, this cognitive dissonance. Can we even believe some of these things? Is it possible that some of us even do our work with the SRC on some level thinking, well, this is really not much? It is possible. So we might want to look for just a couple of things. We now know this Adam and Eve story, that science can prove that humanity traces back to an original couple, and it was in South Africa, and it was over 200,000 years ago. The scriptures, the one person yesterday who wanted her vision board had so much in there about what I call religion, and initially it's like, oh boy, maybe we all need to do some looking at that. For example, just a few things. Sodom and Gomorrah turned out to be real. They found it, and what seemed to have done the disruption was radiation. The flood does seem to be real. They found that it seemed to be associated with the rise of the oceans about 8,000 BC. And with civilization, probably most of civilization settled near the water. Something to go into global consciousness like that is something to think about. And then just a few things that we can look at. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see where it takes us, but at least next week, early in the week, we might want to look at some things that we haven't believed and wonder why we don't believe them. Like, do we have the ability to work with these things? Does that make any sense?
Sure does.
So do you all have time, if you get a moment today, to send any other thoughts on what you think should go in this vision board? It doesn't hurt also to do your own, or not just yourself and those who ask you, but our world.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. And we are still running. I want to show you from yesterday. Interesting that it comes up head, neck, and shoulders. Could we be a little stiff-necked, a little stubborn about not looking at different things? I don't know. But there's a lot of meanings to this beyond the literal. There'd be a little fear. Confusion, restrained, liver. And From these words to ponder, which come from Ray, a poor surgeon hurts one person at a time. A poor teacher hurts many. Well, think about that. Have we been taught some things that may not be real? Worry-based, real, and our resistance factor at this moment in time, muscles. And I'm not going to show over here because I have everybody's names in here. But with that in mind, I think this is a short call, and I'm going to continue working on my version of the vision board, and if you all will work on yours, we'll reconvene on Monday. Okay, this is a good start, and everybody, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year,
Happy New Year.
everybody.
I'll
Yeah.
see you on Monday. Take
All
care.
right. All right. Everybody
Thank
have a
you.
great day.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This concludes our special edition for Saturday, January 1st, 2022. Happy New Year! We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.